Okay, today I'm going to respond to this comment that I got on TikTok, being that I'm no stranger to being called the self-hating black man. This was in response to me saying that I have no sympathy for William McNeil, who put himself in harm's way after he acted an ass at a traffic stop. First of all, nobody defends white people more than these radical black feminists and their defeated male bastard offspring. How in the hell else do you think that these white liberals end up with book deals, corporate-sponsored podcasts, and TED Talks? When white people fail at being white, they can always count on dumb leftist Negroes on the internet to give them a false sense of self-importance. And you Negroes will defend these white liberals talking about they understand our struggles. Hell, if they really understood the struggles of black people in this country, then they would be helping the hard-working black people get the hell away from y'all self-destructive social degenerates. Trust me, white people don't need me to defend them. If you just look at our history books, they do a good job of defending themselves on their own. Case in point, how many black people do you see in a karate class or at the shooting range? I rest my case. Let a black man fall out with one of these white liberal saviors, and you would have black people coming out of the woodworks and calling me names that's politically incorrect for their white liberal slave masters to call me. If I was a self-hating black man, that means I would not have a desire to live. Running your mouth to a man who holds a gun, a taser, a billy club, and a badge shows me that you have no desire to live. If I was a self-hating black man, then I would bend the knee to you straight black man hating radical black feminists. Yeah, it came to me as no surprise when I saw where this comment generated from. What we have here is a double-decker professional victim, a black woman and a member of the black LGBTQ community. We don't need a crystal ball or a psychic to tell us who this heifer voted for in the last election. And when radical black feminists are not in the same-sex relationship, usually they're booed up with a white man. And unfortunately, a lot of them are single parents to young black boys, and you wonder why these black boys end up getting beat up by the police. Now, I can tell you why, since we all want to pretend that we don't know the answer. These single mother-raised reprobates grow up acting like the ratchet black women who raised them. They're unreasonable like their whoring mothers, they're sassy like their whoring mothers, they're irresponsible like their whoring mothers, and they lack accountability just like their whoring mothers. Yeah, they're Billy badasses when dealing with other black people, but find themselves screaming like the little bitches they are when they get dealt with like men by the police. I'm scared for my life. Get off. If I was a self-hating black man, then I would carry myself like the true self-hating black man who end up being manhandled by the police. And for the love of God, stop expecting every black man to share your sentiments. You're right, all skin folk ain't kin folk, so let's stop pretending that we are on that accord. I, as a black man, cannot relate to someone who faces the repercussions of riding dirty because I don't ride dirty. I, as a black man, cannot relate to someone who faces the repercussions for mouthing off at the police because I don't mouth off at the police. I, as a black man, can relate to other hardworking black men who are sick and tired of being dragged into your bullshit. I, as a straight black man, can relate to other hardworking straight black men who work our asses off to move our families the hell away from dumb black people. So if I don't with you in my everyday life, then what the hell makes you think that I'm going to get on the internet and cape for you when you get caught up for the exact same reasons that I don't fuck with you in the first place? And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. If you're a stupid person, then you do stupid things. When stupid people do stupid things, then they end up with stupid people problems. Riding dirty is a stupid action, and you will end up with stupid people problems when you end up getting caught riding dirty. So don't come around here turning on the waterworks for me talking about racism when you're just trying to tell me that just because we're the same skin color that I gotta be as dumb as you are. There are many of black people just like myself who don't want to hold your baggage whenever you get caught up in your stupid people problems. And when are you dumbasses going to realize that all of this performative activism that we're seeing online is just another hustle? Ain't nobody changing their minds about the way they feel about you, and it's most of you who buys into this nonsense why people feel the way that they do about you. Nobody wants to have to walk on eggshells in fear of losing their livelihoods or their reputation, especially around a group of people who conflates accountability and racism as one and the same. And we see the detriment of that when performative activism is fused with overcorrecting political and workplace policies. No, sir, no, ma'am, I do not want to work around someone like this, and I damn sure wouldn't want to have someone like this as a manager or a supervisor. I know it would be a toxic work environment, and a simple kind gesture like smiling, wishing her a good morning, or holding the door open for her would be reported as sexual harassment. It ain't just white people who get destroyed in the path of these radical black feminists and these professional black victims. They hate straight black men with a gut passion, which leads me to believe that William McNeil Jr. was flying the flag of the Rainbow Nation. His mother said that he was a musician at his church, and he was also driving a silver Kia Sorento. And besides, radical black feminists don't go that hard in the paint for straight black men. And if you radical black feminists are the delegation of what black people should be in America, then why the hell would I want to be a part of your community? Especially when you see me as the enemy as a straight black man for simply existing. You say that us black men don't protect you when no man owes you protection but your fathers, your brothers, and your husbands. If you weren't going around being disrespectful to complete strangers, then you wouldn't end up in dangerous situations in the first place where you do need protection. And let truth be told, you're the most protected on the face of the planet. You got an entire government that will feed you when you broke and take care of you when you make irresponsible decisions. There are other groups of men who has a duty to protect you, but you see them as the enemy until you need them to get the man out of your house that you met at the club or the gas station 3 nights before. Nah, I won't go falling for the performative activism bullshit. People like civil rights attorney Benjamin Chump loves to see when tragedy happens to black people more than racist white conservatives do. Alt-right conservatives end up losing money when they pay out in donations, where Ben Chump gets paid in donations. And he sells you the same old knuckle-dragging, no longer relevant civil rights talking points, so y'all yuck it up like he's the second coming of Malcolm X. What you need to do is stop listening to these online civil rights activists and pseudo-legal professionals. If you get pulled over, then just comply. It's that simple. You dumb Negroes are quick to challenge people to debates online, but the police aren't there to debate with you at a traffic stop. Then you go hire a civil rights attorney after you failed at trying to hold a debate with a cop on the streets. I ain't got time for your nonsense, and if that makes me a self-hating black man, then so be it. Go find you a self-loving black man who is willing to put up with your abuse. I'm Ricky Manor of the Melanated Rebel News Network. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment below.